Hey guys, welcome back. Well, I think you guys know what time it is. James, they don't know what time it is. Enlighten them, please. If it's not already clear enough.
It's tea time. Wait, that's not right. It's time for LDOS NV.
Haha, you did it. Eventually, I knew you would.
It's time for NV on Dust 2, guys. You
know
know what that means? That means SmithZz has got his crack pipe out. He's smoking the crack. He's going nuts right now. Allegedly, he probably isn't.
Allegedly,
he probably isn't doing any of that, but hopefully he's not.
There's no proof of this.
There's no proof of this. This is all smoke and mirrors, Chinese whispers, hypothetical crack pipe smoking. But we're going to see what happens, guys. I'm excited. It's always good to see NV on Dust 2, on the CT side especially, so I'm ready. Question is, are you guys ready?
Are you ready? Well, let's go into the game. Okay, this is the time. I was hoping that maybe the producer just like throw it in anyway.
What should we talk about, Dan? What are you expecting here? What are you expecting?
Domination.
From who? By who? On who?
Actually, you know what? I don't know what... Okay. I'm going to give you a score prediction, right? We're going to go with this. I'm going to say that NV are going to win, but they're going to win 16-10.
Okay.
And I expect that Smiths will AWP some people on middle with a flash over the doors.
You know, I don't feel like NV will dominate GPlay on this map, on NV CT side, in the same way they do to other teams.
Why not?
Because I just think
I think they will because... Wait. I actually have a really legit point, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so...
You're saying my point wasn't legit?
Yeah, basically. So GPlay don't have really a great AWPer. They don't really have like a dedicated, super strong AWPer. They tend to actually veer away from AWPing, usually. We've seen this in a lot of their matches. Like, Cash is a great AWP map. They didn't even AWP. They didn't bother to touch AWP, and they still won Cash against NV. So, obviously, they don't really need an AWP very much. But there's this fundamental dynamic, right, on this map, that if, let's say, the CTs have an AWPer in middle, that means that NV can get some free pushes into lower dark. Because the entire point is that if you have an AWPer from T-spawn, he can cover your team down middle, or he can prevent the CTs from quickly going to lower dark. And we know that NV love to do that. We know Happy like lives in like lower dark. He's got like a little cave, secret backdoor entrance there, and he loves it. And so that's my theory. Actually, I'm going to change my score prediction. I'm going to go 16-7 in light of this new in light of this new realization.
This epiphany.
Yeah. Not to be confused with epitome, James. Not epitome.
Leave me alone. Bully.
Yeah.
You can't bully me, I'm Rambo.
It's true. But NV going to start CT, so we'll actually get to see this, depending on what happens in the pistol round. Maybe, you know, when the spies start coming in, or start coming to play for SmithZz, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Because in theory, I think this should actually be very crushing for them.
I'm not sold, but I don't know why. I believe in GPlay. I think they'll have...
You're just going to throw faith in my face. You haven't got any logical, you know, any logic to back yourself
up.
Okay,
Mr. Richard Dawkins.
Yes. I can't do a Richard Dawkins impression. I could try to be very posh from Cambridge.
He has a high-pitched voice.
Yeah, he does. Even higher than mine. Ouch. That was...
Knock, knock. He's there. kioShiMa with a gun.
Oh my god, he does it again. Now he's had enough. But I'm alright, guys. Gonna back into some other tees. Oh! But Smith is there, and kioShiMa picks up another one as they're focusing on Smith. So that seemed to work out pretty well for them. Now Viktor really needs to get a kill here with something. There you go. He can afford a scout now, so that's actually kind of important. So we'd expect Viktor to probably pick up a scout and the rest of his team on pistol armor now. That's usually what would happen in this kind of a situation. But he's not going to bother. So you can see that they don't even like scouts. Who doesn't like scouts, James?
Well, he can go for scout no armor, or he can go for
Tech 9 armor.
Tech 9 armor and a HE grenade. A high explosive grenade.
He's
going for a team play. He's going for a Stratego.
Stratego.
That is a lovely nade by Happy. And this is a slaughterhouse.
2 players dead though for NV. spyleadeR could very well pick up another one, but it's not going to happen. And this is the thing, right, about this map is that The CTs often are going to play 2 to 3 players at the start of long with the pre-nades towards long, because long is the first place that can get rushed on the A side of the map. So you don't need to reinforce cat straight away. And that's the entire point. And so that's why you had such a strong defense there. Maybe if they would have waited a little bit longer or you know, messed around a bit before coming into the long rush, could have been a better result there, avoiding pre-nades. But now is the save, and now is the time for a slaughter. There's going to be a bloodbath on cat, probably.
There's the first one. shox getting the second one. Finding the third as well. So many bullets with that 5-7. And that is a nice clean up. 4 frags for shox with that 5-7. So, if you're wondering what those A's are after shox's name, after Get Right's name, thank you to the lovely people on the tweeters. Have explained that those are the initials of their respective girlfriends. So, shout out to girlfriends.
Because I'm a caster.
Dan will just have question marks. You may as well put nip there at the end, because they block you from going for dates.
Yep, pretty much.
So
they still owe me.
You could just have Get Right's name at the back.
They still owe me. For this straight in. French Rambo indeed. As they take control of the dog. And this is the AK buy up here for GPlay as well. So they're losing all these players down on middle as this contention comes in, but at least some trace happening, and Viktor able to pick up shoxy on the entry. He's got to do more though. For the draw, does get the taps onto NBK, so now the smoke can come in. kioShiMa's left in the 1 or 2. He has been hurt, I think. But gets himself past the smokes. Quick 1 versus 1. It's going to give him good chances now to try to close this one out. Got the health advantage as well. Positional advantage, however, with NKL, also with the AK. Going to make a difference here too. And goes Kio though. There's the flash over the top. Still a bit of time. He's got the kit as well. Gets the frag in the end, and round is saved there for Envy. Alright, so let's have a look at the money here. Okay, so AWP here for SmithZz. So he's going to AWP, he's going to flash over the top. Or Kio, oh wow, Kio actually can save the AWP there. So he's going to AWP, flash over the top on middle, and go for the peak. It's very unlikely we're going to see an AWP from GPlay here. And if there's no AWP from GPlay, if
they can't afford one.
If Envy reads this correctly, then they can just push in lower dark with somebody. But they have 2 AWPs, so maybe they don't want to do that with 2
They've smoked them off really quickly.
But they can still just rush through. Look, you can see how the presence there was missing. There's a timing there to get into lower dark with a player. And this is absolutely going to be exploited at some point. But up cat, very fast actually up cat. This could catch them off guard. And ooh, look at that. shox goes down immediately. And this is the entry they need. There's 2 players left to deal with though, but not much of a problem for Viktor with 3 entries. This man is unstoppable. Envy feeling the pain, and SmithZz and kioShiMa are going to get absolutely annihilated as well. kioShiMa gets sprayed down. What just happened, James?
GPlay just straight up out-aiming Envy, not losing a single player.
That was
spectacular, stupendous, glorious.
There was attitude in that push.
That was some kitchen sink business. But you can see they all went short together. And they went there fast as well. So even if there was a lower dark push, I think they would have had the numbers there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was like a counterplay for it, but we'll have to see as these rounds continue. They have got the map control that they should for the time being. shoxy again in that aggressive position. I'm quite curious to see this flashbang actually. See he's just playing with a 5-7 and a bit of armor. As we are going to see Envy on an eco. Only kioShiMa affording himself a M4. Look at that pop flash. Affords him 1 frag.
And Happy gets the second. And the AK. And now the split is not a split, it's just a long push. And NBK is there with the 5-7 as well. The gun is so good. And this is a great situation now for Envy. kioShiMa has... Oh, SmithZz is going to spot the double back. And kioShiMa has the armor with his rifle as well, so SmithZz just has to do some damage and stay alive, keep tabs on where they're going. That's all SmithZz has to do, keep tabs. If he stays alive, all the better. The flash as well on him. And there you go, keeps tabs on them again, spots them. Goes back, spots them again. So at every point in the push, they know exactly where they are, thanks to SmithZz. And now they just have to delay here so kioShiMa can get in for the flank. That's all they have to do. SmithZz there can sacrifice himself, but Bubble deals with kioShiMa, and that forces the peak there, and the 1-on-1 now coming in. As Bubble goes to Ganev, we have Happy on the slope. Bubble
5 seconds.
There's no time. Oh, just barely enough time for the plant. Oh, there's Happy crawling right into the angle. The spray coming in. Happy finds the head. And that wasn't even a wallbang somehow. And there you go. Gets the defuse. So that was really close there. Again, GPlay on these rounds doing really well. Obviously, that was just all 5.7s and the armor and the rifle. But so that was a really good defense from Envy, and that's the kind of round that can really turn the momentum. And then AWP, I would expect again. And this is gonna be, it'd be cool if GPlay do the same thing where they smoke middle immediately and just rush cat with 4 players.
Smith's gone for the M4 now. Didn't have the money for any nades. So let's look at where Michael Bublé is. He's looking down the mid area.
Okay, Bubble is AWP. Actually, it's interesting that SmithZz is not on the AWP, but primarily shox is. I think that's because they want a solid AWPer on the A side of things against this team because they're worried about the cat play. Yeah,
you can totally kill shorts with an AWP in this position, and he's good at it, so why the hell not? Again, I think if SmithZz had a little bit more money, he would have gone for the AWP, but he literally had 57.50 in the bank, so no money for any flashbangs of any kind or anything else, no kit, etc., so on and so forth.
And this is cool because they can rely on shox to do lots of damage on A, and they've sacrificed presence for the big strength of the AWP, and now they've got the good crossfire on the B area. And oh, this running into the scope! kioShiMa goes down straight away as Dreamer goes in for the push through the dark, taps away at SmithZz, removes him from the server. The flag there through the smoke, but largely, once again, they've avoided the AWP just as they did the previous time, showing that their play is not so simple, not so shallow as one good strategy, one good round, but they can mix it up too.
So, 5-2. Bulgarians bringing a round back here. See how things will continue. Let's look at the CT money, in fact. And it is quite lacking. They will be able to probably throw out some guns to their teammates here and scrape together a 5-man buy. But it's not going to be anything spectacular. You can see a lack of helmets already on this team. And money's not fantastic for GPlay either, so that's a good thing. It's going to make for an entertaining game going forward. Now let's see how things continue. So, looks like it's going to be... Did we see a drop come in there? Indeed. So, 4 rifles for NV and 5 for GPlay. Let's have a look at where these AWPs are heading up. shoxy, of course, going towards short, and Mr. Michael Bublé heading towards B.
Okay, so this is again a pretty
what
cool.
Is it, Dan?
It's a cool setup because shox can obviously has the drop spot, so you can get the spot, the shot, and depending on what happens, you can either drop down, go to crossover, or if it's this, you can drop down immediately against each spawn and help the push against the push here that's coming in. They do quite well to get in the side, but there's still one player there in the smoke. SmithZz, oh my god, they have no idea where SmithZz is. SmithZz is the master of smoke and mirrors. He's still in the smoke, just sitting there with his head against the wall, finally turning around there to find the planter, but scanning for the next player, gets the free frag on the bubble. Dreamer gets the trade, and now it's on NBK. He's got 2 players to find, thanks to SmithZz. And he's got to guess right now. Dreamer picks up the frag onto NBK. So well played there by GPlay. They got 3 rounds on the board now. They're not doing too badly. And again, I'd really like to see Envy, when they have the AWP on middle, getting the lower dark push going, if there's no AWP for GPlay. Because that's when it happens. That's when you get the opening. When they don't have the AWP. And GPlay have not had bubble on AWP in many of the rounds. Maybe like 3 or so, I think, of the 9. Either way, it is the pistol save coming in here for our CT friends, Envy. So far, they've managed to take down 1 player for 1-for-1. That's not a bad trade for them so far, considering their investment. Oh, okay.
In the face, baby!
Oh my god, he like shot off a piece of wood and slapped the wood into the face. That's brutal. 5-3 right now, and Envy might just be losing momentum of the match. This is a really good point to turn things around. 5-4 now, and as the save comes to a conclusion for Envy, and the buy is to come in, but they've got very low economy, so they're not going to be able to really get the AWPs. And the glass cannon AWP comes out from shox. It will. I would expect a boost from him now, actually. He's got a good spawn. either for long timing or to get boosted. I'm going to go for long timing, it would seem. And that was pretty much the best spawn you can get, so it makes a lot of sense. He's going to go behind the smoke. He's going to get close to the barrel. Is he going to go full Rambo? Is he going to do it? The hip shots.
Maximum shoxy coming up.
Oh, no, he gets taken down. That's a big, big loss there. Okay, so this is rough now, because Envy, they've got to split up the defense. A lot of teams will just sit two to a site. And so that's going to leave a hole usually around the middle, and this is exactly what's happening. And Envy are feeling that.
Look at how their GPlay is just holding the short area down. And they are going to see a two-pronged assault here, I'm almost sure. This way and this way. See how it begins. Happy getting the first frag though. NBK holding things down as well, picks up the AWP. So that's going to slow down the push. Short has been lost for GPlay, however the bomb is being carried from long. So 3 versus 2 here. AWP in the hands of Bubble now. Season player doesn't get the frag, however. That's going to be a nice nade, indeed. Are we going to see a boost here from the CTs? Indeed we are. Going to try and stop that plant, and stop they will. Second frag coming up for SmithZz as well, and he'll get an AWP to boot. So, nice hold there from Envy. Got there in the end, as things started to look ominous with control of short and long doors for GPlay. But
he's throwing the AWP to shox again.
He's throwing the AWP to shox again.
Yeah.
And shox still doesn't have any armor.
Yeah, he's just. This is a really big change in the style of what we used to see, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're short on money. That's the problem. And I feel like the AWP is going to be more powerful holding short than it is for the shenanigans in mid against this team at the very least. I think that's how they see it.
Yeah,
anyway.
no, it's totally fair.
They can be more dynamic in that fashion.
And usually they want SmithZz on mid, and if he gets smoked, he can go to B on plat, and then the crossfire comes in with kioShiMa onto CT.
Yeah,
that's
and also the AWP can help slow the rotate to A, but it is going to be a B push here. And again, tunnel and from mid area, but the flash is not coming in time, and kioShiMa gets pretty much a free frag there. SmithZz just going to waste as much time as possible. Bubble will take him down. 3 versus 2 now. GPlay in control of the bomb site, but it's going to be a few places for NKL to cover as that bomb gets planted. He gets the first frag as well. Happy getting hit with a team flash, I think, there. 9 HP remaining as well. Second frag coming in with the nade there for NKL. shoxy with an AWP versus Bubble. They know where each other's are. Oh, they both missed there. Who's going to find a frag first? Next hit wins pretty much. shoxy has no kit either. Bubble, oh, he doesn't believe him. He's a non-believer. If he walks and peeks, it could be over. Indeed it is, but shoxy has no kit. Can't defuse the bomb. Round will go to Bubble.
The crazy
thing saves to see another day.
Is the aim punch, man. Did you see that? The aim punch. The shot, shoxy had him dead centered in the crosshair, and then boom, he fired the AK just a little bit quicker, and then he missed the shot completely. But also, what was funny was NKL in the back. It was kept dropping weapons, and the weapon he finally found was had like no bullets. So he's screwed.
Never what you need. But NKL killed 2 people there with 9 HP.
Here we go. And there it is. That's the SmithZz that we know. Oh, that's the shox that we know to be SmithZz.
It's a double peak, but here we go. Look at this. shoxy, this is the NV. They're turning things on now.
This is what shox does.
It's like when Virtus Pro turn on, but this is overdrive.
Oh, this guy is ridiculous. And they deal with him finally. They finally kill him, but look at the damage that's been done. It is ridiculous.
He has no map control. He has no idea where any of these players are. It's deathmatch now.
Yeah,
it's free for all deathmatch.
With the AWPs turned on. And I mean, he can just basically he can just sit here because he would like to save this, but he's going to get taken down. So good stuff there from SmithZz. But yeah, shox is amazing on plays like that. He's so good.
Good thing is for GPlay that there are only 3 rounds left of this half, because if Envy now continue with that kind of shenanigans, this is going to be complete and utter annihilation.
What did I say? 10-7 was 16-7.
Yes.
In the end, I initially said 16-10, I think, but I changed it to 16-7. Either way, it's Happy up middle again with the usual shenanigans. And might not pay off now as they go 1-for-1, and SmithZz gets caught out. Got a bit too close to the smoke. Oh my god, the Tech 9 wrecking NBK. kioShiMa left against 3. Certainly going to be an interesting round for him now. This, again, he really can't know where they are or what they're doing at the moment.
Yeah, the bomb's just come out of T spawn, heading towards long doors on its own, however, which is not ideal because if kioShiMa pulls the right card out of the deck and takes that bomb down, then everything could change. A minute's on the clock, so that bomb definitely cannot be lost in the wrong rotation. You can see it now going back through T-spawn. The safe route, look at the where the GPlay team are playing, and they're basically just creating safe passage for that bomb to make it over to B. And it's in a tunnel now, but I think they may have slightly considered a rotate to A, but there isn't the time. There is not the time. kioShiMa, let's see if he's going to go for a plant frag here. Going to give himself a 1v1 situation. Nope, he's going to get shot straight in the dome there, and that is an uncomfortable position. So, another key round. Look at the money here on the EnVyUs time. Do they force it up here, or do they save for the final round? That is the question. Let's see what they do. Going to be a bit of light buying here. Going to stay roughly between $1,500 to $2,000.
We're going to see a bunch of players here towards Cat. They're going to push middle and Cat at the same time. RMV. As GPlay do a remarkably good job here. GPlay could feasibly beat EnVy/XLDLC.
That would be a shocker.
That would be ridiculous.
But again, this is what we've been saying about this team.
The odds were 5% for them.
This is what we've been saying. At some point, they're going to upset the team. It could be today.
Yeah. Good clean up here so far for GPlay. Looking good to tie it up at 7-7. But they've got great skill on them, and they play so well within their limits. And they're just barreling it up towards the ace site from long. Jimmy comes in from the flank. And Happy finds himself in an uncomfortable place on the back of the Volkswagen. Hey, reference. Do you know that reference?
Hey?
Do you know that reference?
Did you say Volkswagen?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. It's from Morats. For those Kevin Smith fans out there. Okay, so we're tied up 7-7. And this is scary for Envy, frankly. I mean, CT side is where they would expect a huge result. That's where they dominate teams. That is typically where they dominate teams. You have to rely on their exploits as terrorists in the following half, but we do have this last round to see who can get an edge on the score. SmithZz with the jump scout, going to be causing some issues, but Viktor has the angle, and the cover was not really there for SmithZz. He was out in the open for way too long. Viktor unable to pick up the second one. In comes the boost. You can see the timing here. They want to try to deny cat control. But look how passive GPlay are right now. I think they feel the desperation of Envy. And they're insanely defensive just to deal with any pushes, as we saw SmithZz do.
See, it's things like this, which are why I didn't feel like EnVyUs would be as powerful on the CT side as they normally are, because they play things. GPlay play things. They react in very different ways to what we see from most other teams in Counter-Strike at the moment. They have their own style. And NBK has a scout at 14 HP.
Oh, gets the dunk. And it's 2-on-3 now. And it's just shox left. And GPlay finish 8-7 on the first half. This is the third map if you're joining us. GPlay actually won an insane cash to start things off. Attrition. It was ridiculous.
It was all-out war.
It was amazing. The last few rounds especially were just amazing.
It was a European missile crisis. And
yeah, GPlay from Bulgaria really showing up for all those Bulgarian fans here today.
All those, that 6% of Bulgarian fans there on CSGO Lounge going to be laughing all the way to the bank. Maybe. We'll see. Again, it is 7-8. This could go either way. GPlay with multiple boosts here on short. See who can surprise who now. We saw a few surprises towards the end of the first half there from EnVyUs. Now it's GPlay's turn, but shoxy has other ideas. 2 frags there on short. There's a third CT though. See some very nice peeking there. Just to clear the area.
Oh, spyleadeR gets 3 in a row! And he's got the bomb as well. This is ridiculous. SmithZz comes in, 1-on-1 with the bomb down. You wouldn't believe it. You hadn't seen it. And Happy now with the health advantage against Streamer. Streamer backs away now, trying to get the one-shots. All he has to do is connect one, and that's it. It's lights out for Happy, but he does back away with the bomb and gets himself quickly up onto short now. So Dreamer in a much worse position now than he was a moment ago.
He's got no kit. Is there one on the floor somewhere? I don't know if his team bought a kit.
I don't see anything.
The bomb has been plantarized, as we used to say in 1.6.
And now Happy is just on the slope. This is going to be so hard right now. He's got the advantage. But again, just one bullet. That's all Dreamer needs. Oh, and he gets it! I don't believe it. The triple from spyleadeR. What is going on in this match with GPlay? How are they doing this?
This is absolutely insane. spyleadeR and Dreamer are the two guys who just ruin dreams, destroy lives, and they make little girls cry. They're horrible people.
They make little girls cry.
Absolutely.
Hide the kids, hide your wife.
Little girls and maybe grown men if this continues. 2-round advantage, all important pistol round, but this is the era of the Rec 9, of the... I can't think of a player on the CZ with EnVyUs.
This is the era of losing oil skins.
CZ us? I don't know. 'Tis the season. Oh. Looks like Bubble has left the building.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
So we may have some issue.
Some Pausarino.
We may have an issue with some internet computers.
Some Google devices.
Yeah, some Google devices. Bubble seems to be back. He's like, I'm back, guys. Let's go. Or is he? Okay,
yeah,
so
they want to back up the round, so
I think we may have a pause incoming.
They need to set up. I think both teams agree to it as well. So that means they need to reset everything. So it's going to take them a moment.
So tell me, how are you feeling right now?
I think it's a fun match to watch. I think lots of people are going to be accusing Envy of like throwing, but of course they never would. But it's like an insane performance from GPlay. They're showing like great strategy, great tactics, good map awareness as a team, great team play. You know, they got obviously good individual skills, so great riflers. We've seen some amazing stuff from Dreamer and NKL and Bubble on the AWP. You know, we don't see the AWP on him often, but he takes fights where he feels consistent. Like he doesn't really play outside of his limits. Yeah. So but then they don't build their strategies around AWPing either. So it's actually kind of fresh in that sense. And they got different timings to other teams as well. We saw how they really mixed up that last round on their T half. So I'm really surprised also that we're seeing such a change from SmithZz just challenging middle every round. Perhaps they looked at this in the past and say, you know what, this is kind of an explosive style, like quite a volatile style. Because if you lose this duel, if you're not feeling confident, if you lose these AWP duels, then we're in like a really horrible position all of a sudden. So, whereas the T's, the T's in that one-on-one with AWP versus AWP, if they lose the AWPer, then they still have 4 players left. They can actually still make stuff work, but for CTs, the pressure is much higher. So maybe they just decided that they just want to mix it up generally and say, you know what, shox is a great AWPer. Let's just have a strong A defense all the time with shox AWPing first, primarily.
I feel like GPlay are in a situation where DATs were a few months ago, where they're just slowly coming onto the radar, and now only now with this new lineup as well for that people are, because now it's more spectacular with Simple and World that people are sitting up and taking notice. Although I wouldn't necessarily say that they're getting the results just yet. But and again, GPlay haven't got the result just yet. We've seen them in a number of different qualifiers coming pretty close. They almost made it into the Face It League, for example, and now we see them 2 rounds ahead in the final map of EnVyUs. But again, by no means has this map been won yet. They could still lose, and then they still wouldn't have the scalp that they're looking for. So yeah, it's definitely still all to play for. And this break may do EnVyUs some good. Obviously, just lost a pistol round on the T side.
The way that they lost it was ridiculous as well. Like, they all go through the double doors. spyleadeR's like, one shot, one shot, one shot, bomb down. Yeah. That was insane. Yeah. And then just like, who was it? Was it Dreamer? Or
Dreamer clutched it off.
Yeah, Dreamer just strolls into sight, boom, one shot. I mean, that's how pistol rounds can be like that, but that was just sick.
Yeah, but you need the gonads to bring home those Ws, especially against a team like Envy. You need to need to be able to do that and consistently. But I was going to say, like, if you remember how Virtus.pro used to play Mirage, where I mean they may still play it now, but they're like at the beginning of a match, like the first third, just playing it normally. Everyone's calm. Then all of a sudden, they just go into overdrive. You've got Barley and Snacks just pushing really aggressive and just annihilating people. You remember that one time against Nip where I think 3 people walked past him and so on. But these guys, this is the same thing that Envy are capable of. We saw it from the CT side. shox just charging up the middle of mid like they're playing matchmaking versus Silvers or something and just destroying people. But that said, it's still GPlay who have a 2-round lead here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. And we're going to have a quick round potentially here with all these Tech-9s, CZs, and A's. Usually indicative of the short plant on A. You get the kind of set smokes. They have the 3 smokes as well, but do they have some? Yeah, it looks like they are going to go for that. They're making it look like a normal round right now with the timings and how they're pushing around. But I think we're going to see the cat play with the smokes onto A. But it looks like maybe they're going to go for the split. I'm completely wrong. So they're going to go for the split onto B instead. And this is a really, really nice entry there from SmithZz, instantly taking down Dreamer. And they're going to get themselves on this bomb site. This is exactly the round they needed. It's completely clean. You can see that the rest of GPlay, they don't want anything to do with this round now. They're just done. They're done.
They have really good decision making as well, especially mid-round, just like this, for example. Like, okay, no, let's let them have their rounds, let them have their 2 FAMASs. We will save and live to fight another day. They're thinking of their economy here. They're thinking of the long game, not the short-term game. Lots going on here. But also, again, like when they were up against that eco round and they were just all playing really, really passively, they just adjusted, all moved back close to T-spawn together. It's really well done. And even now, just the general layout of these 3 players. Pretty smart, but CZ is a CZ, and maybe Viktor overextended himself just a bit, and he's put his teammates in a predicament now. spyleadeR going down, Bubble only one surviving there. So they could have saved 3 rifles, ended up saving 1. And their money is shot for the time being. Force Spy coming in. The Force Spy is coming in.
Yes, this is looking quite good. And they're going to boost someone up on short. It's going to be Bubble. The rifle actually is on short, so let's see if he's able to get something here. There's a player there. The flash comes out.
Did you see him? I don't think he did.
I don't think so, no. I think it was very, very shy of seeing him. And Happy gets a bit of damage done in Longhouse as well. So things looking to calm down a little bit as Team Envy take the regular bits of map control. They've got Catwalk, they've got lower dark, upper dark, they've got middle, they've got outside Longhouse. And there's the entry from shox. That's exactly why he's on this team in the Dust 2 matches. This is what he does. This is what shox does. Gets those entries on that catwalk push. And they are just cleaning up right now, one after another. And there's the tappity tap. And we're going to have a pause now, it would seem, as GPlay have a timed out player. So, yeah, we're 9-9 right now. This is map number 3. This is StarSeries 12. You're witnessing here live on Facebook TV. I'm DDK. This is James.
Hello.
This is James. And
I think our knife winner is very excited.
Did he claim?
He did indeed.
He claimed.
I can't wait to get a new mouse that I can actually draw a straight line on, because that is me trying to draw a straight line with this mouse. Here is another attempt. Not really working out.
Try a circle. Can you do circles? Maybe circles will work better.
Okay. I can't even meet like the original line. Last one, because he wants to draw circles.
Yes! Hey! I ruined it.
It's an apple. It's an apple.
It's an apple.
Like flying through the air.
Flying apple. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I have no idea what that says, but I doubt it's positive.
That's how we entertain people in breaks. We just like draw apples.
Accidental
on
apples.
The accidental apples on the minimap. All right. So. Let's see if we can get... Oh, they're just going to go for it? Alright, they're just going to continue. So here we go. It's 9-9 right now, again, as I said, and it looks like Envy is starting to gain momentum in this match. They've got the money behind them, they've got the weapons, they've got the good start in the second half now, after a tumultuous time with the pistol round. But GPlay, with the current 9 rounds, can certainly bring it back in time. It's in round number 19. Just going to get the bomb plant. And spyleadeR has actually got himself an AK. Would be surprised to see if he could hold on to this, but that's going to be the attempt. Yeah,
it's going to be a long... He's going to be on the run for quite a while yet. So I would be very surprised indeed if he manages to save, and he will not. He'll die next to a bottle of bleach. Now Envy take a 1-round lead after being 2 rounds down following their pistol. See if they can keep up this momentum. SmithZz going to be rolling with the FAMAS and 9k in the bank. In the bank. Bubble is going to be the one with the AWP, and we see this a lot now. The AWP holding short, just flashing for his teammates on long, so they can take control of the long area. SmithZz is loitering with the bomb as well, so got to be careful there. In the meantime, looks like we're going to see the short and long push, this time from Envy as opposed to GPlay. They'll be hoping that it goes better than when it was GPlay's turn, and they got cut down by Happy & Co.
All the nades in now, just needs that the long players break through Viktor's position, but he smokes them off actually, and shox is going to get the entries onto Cat. So A site is held now, but Viktor's locked down long, which is where the bomb was. This is an interesting situation. They're trying to redirect themselves through to middle, and the frag's going to come here in favor of GPlay. So because Viktor shut down long in the way that he did, Envy now have to rely on shox as he comes down from Cat, and he's got 40 seconds to retrieve this bomb. Ooh, that's the first quick frag. Viktor still looking to make things more difficult. Still gets to one-on-one, just barely. Viktor pulls it out. And again, Viktor, only 2 frags that round, but he stopped the long push with the nades and of his position, and that's what won them the round. Yeah,
you can see the bomb was long, as we mentioned. SmithZz was long with the bomb the entire round, pretty much. If it was on short, then I think maybe they take the round there, because it might force the CT's hand from the long area to try and go back to the site. However, bomb was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And it did fall, top mid. shoxy was not able to clutch on this occasion. kioShiMa with a quick peek, which gave him the info of the players. They will fire back, but he will survive with 17 HP. Viktor looking for that kind of smoke kill on long as well. Ooh, this nade could be a meaty one. Are we talking? Oh, doesn't choose to throw it, unfortunately for him. So, 1-man advantage for NV at the moment. Make that 4 versus 4. Minutes on the clock. Bomb is still in an unknown location. You can see NBK running distraction here towards the site. However, I don't think GPlay will fall for that. Opening made onto the A site, but will they check the corner for Bubble?
One day he's expecting to be shortly following it up, and Bubble picks up another one. It's definitely looking much better now for GPlay as they go 2-on-2. kioShiMa over at Ganev. They're waiting for his teammate to reinforce. NBK comes in as Bubble and Dreamer try to save this for GPlay. He gets the 3rd frag, unbelievable there. NBK has to go in for this now as he goes to the fake. The jump shots, oh, tempting fate, and NBK picks off his head as he jumps. And Dreamer now has an easier job to do as NBK is on 26 health, but he's only going to be showing his head right now. This is perfect for NBK. He just needs to find the head. Oh, and he goes down. Dreamer picks up the kill. And we have ourselves another round won by GPlay. And let's have a look at the money right now, because they have been slowly eating away at the reserves for NV.
This is just like cash. Almost everyone dies, but only one person survives. And money has to be spent here for both teams. Now, still got things coming out here for the T side. You can see things are... Well, they're both essentially walking on tightrope. The question is, who's going to fall off the rope without the harness onto the rocks below?
I think if GPlay win, they can actually... NV can still actually squeeze out a force buy. It'll be a weak one, but I think they can actually do that. But obviously GPlay, they're done. If they lose this one, they have to eco. So NV are going to be on that too. Well, hold that for. We got the push coming in the middle. Nice entry there from shox. But in comes spyleadeR straight through the smoke. They'd never see it coming. The silencer doing its job excellently as kioShiMa gets the bomb down. But that play from spyleadeR was absolutely huge for GPlay. They got 2 rifles left. Well, the AWP actually on bubbles. So it feels like they are going to save this now. They're just holding back. And it almost feels a shame considering the work that GPlay's spyleadeR did, but they'd rather keep the 2 weapons alive, it would seem, and have them in the next round.
Yeah, and I think they will actually save them on this occasion, as NBK, kioShiMa, very heavily tagged indeed, and no one can really afford to lose anything at this point in the game.
No, they really can't, except shox, but he already died. But he can drop for somebody, for SmithZz maybe. Terrorists win. There you go. 11-11. Swings back to a tied game. And we do have the AWP on Bubble. But where's Bubble going to go now? Let's have a look at Bubble. Alright, so Is he going to go for the mid pick? SmithZz with an AWP as well. Bubble. Oh my god, he gets the shot, unbelievable. SmithZz goes down there, and quick early entry here from NBK as well onto B. He's just going to roll up by himself, it would seem. Tossing in the smoke, that's going to force out a rotation, all because of NBK. Oh, doesn't matter that he has a nade in his hand. Picks up the quick kill anyway, and it's looking really bad for them now. NBK spreading down once again. spyleadeR really low, but finishes him off with a P250. 2-on-3. Things are getting chaotic, messy here in this round. The bomb still needs to go down for NV. As Viktor goes up top of the window, goes for the spray down. Not going to find anything just yet. The bomb planted finally. NV now putting the clock on GPlay. And again, they're going to go back for the save here. As that bomb ticks away, and they realize that this is somewhat hopeless.
This will mean that they've managed to save 2 rifles, 2 rounds in a row, but they may be able to buy in the next round. Bubble taking down shoxy. And again, the money's still not stupendous on the T side. There are a few fair rounds to go here. This may be it. We have a bit of a battle here between these 2 players, and Happy's going to turn away at the wrong time. So, that's good for GPlay, as they will make that bit more have to be spent here for EnVyUs. Let's pay attention to how much money they have left following this buy. SmithZz and NBK yet to purchase. There's one. There's the other one. It's actually still a reasonable amount of money here for the T side. So really, GPlay need to win 2 rounds in a row here to break NV.
Good pick there from shox though. Finally, they're going to get the trades. That is huge there. Now that again, they don't gain the position of long. It costs them 2 players to get the attempt. NV looking bad in this round at the moment, unless NBK or SmithZz can come out with something. They've got nothing to work with at the moment except time. It's the only thing they have. Spray through the doors there. As NBK tries to get himself a smoke onto CT. He's going to get it.
We saw the 2v4 on Cash. Will the same thing happen again? SmithZz and spyleadeR have been in a dance here for the longest time. spyleadeR not moving an inch until now. Looks like SmithZz was trying to force the rotation there, or what NBK was. While SmithZz just waited and waited and waited, but it never came. Great patience here from GPlay. CT smoked once again. This time it's for real, as both T players are there. First frag coming in for SmithZz, but spyleadeR's getting the flank. The B bomb site is empty, so SmithZz could get a plant here. If he can at least get a plant, then this could make all the difference. However, we have seen SmithZz clutch as well on Cash, so let's see if he can do it again. Apparently not.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. He's dead. Very dead. Having a relaxing nap.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
I thought it was a nice shot. I'm an artiste. What can I say?
An artiste.
I'm an artiste. 12-12 here. And again, let's just keep an eye on the T money here. If GPlay can win this round as well, look at the cash, or lack of, on the French side. This round key for both teams. Look at the money on the CT side. Ooh, spyleadeR going for an early frag, and he's been so clutch for them, but not on this occasion. shoxy says no. I'm shoxy, you're not. You don't charge through mid, I do.
And the thing is that spyleadeR's been the one when they actually go for these B splits that's been the kind of guy that gets the frags as well. So taking out spyleadeR might make them want to do that, but this really big presence on Cat has to be cleared out first, because otherwise they go mid, the flank comes in immediately. They've got to clear out Cat, and we're going to have to see if they can do that right now. In come some grenades into middle. They're going to go straight for the middle push, but again, GPlay have 2 players straight up on Cat. This could get messy right now. Dreamer does pick up the bomb. And that's good key information. shoxy's here. Gonna try to challenge this guy. Oh my god, that was disgusting there from shox. That is gonna make life easier here, and GPlay gonna lose Dreamer and NKL. And they've only got a bubble. And not for long, that bubble is well and truly burst.
Oh dear. Look at the cash now. GPlay pretty much have to eco. Or not. I was going to say, like, either they eco and win every round following that, or they force it up. But you have to have the confidence to force it up. And the thing is, they are a strategically strong team, so This shouldn't surprise me, even though it does. No criticism here.
They got 2 orbs.
See what they can do with it.
2 orbs. NBK got his orb just for the timing that he had in the B area. So
the thing is that may work in the favour of GPlay. The fact they've got less rifles to play with. If they miss a shot, that's a dead orb.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to work out super well here for NV. Especially, I mean, I would be nice if NBK would give the orb to shox or something. But shox is going to do his usual cap pushing. shox is really good at this, though. We've seen him come out again and again with the delivery of entries, and there is yet another one. So consistent for his team Envy. Now onto the A bomb site. They still can't make their way through long, but they're happy. Finally breaches the long area. We see the last 3 players all scuttling through middle to find Happy. He's just going to hold the barrel position here. Down Dreamer. That should be all she wrote here now, as the last 2 players look for nothing but exits potentially. NKL will take down Happy in the end. And yeah, this looks increasingly worse and worse for GPlay now. But if they can again save 2 rifles, maybe they can pull this back together. But it seems like the double ops did actually pay off, because shoxy can just like single-handedly push A by himself.
GPlay on the brink of destruction. Will NKL even survive? If he peeks here, he's pretty much dead. Okay, so they survive with an AWP. And not much else. So now it looks like they're going to be in a situation where they would have been, had they gone for the eco in the previous round anyway, where they have to pretty much win every single round. Although they're not facing match point just yet. But here we go. You've got floating stickers.
The Virtus
Shout
Pro
outs
sticker.
to those.
Virtus Pro. Alright, here we go. There's a pop flash for a teammate there for shox, as shox goes to the entry. Through middle, double doors. And you can see there he goes, out of middle, looking for those shots. Oh, that flash is so good. NKL completely blinded, as shox is now arriving on the B site. So again, they found a huge success on B. Huge success has been had there.
Yeah, they've definitely identified that as the hole in the defense of GPlay, going for the 2-pronged assault, the B rush. Just not being able to defend it, GPlay. Maybe what costs them this match. Now, last chance saloon. We are all in on the Bulgarian side. The final buy, potentially, coming out here for GPlay. They did so well to get to this point, but again, it's a matter of time before they surprise someone, but it's looking less and less likely that day will be today.
Oh yeah, and usual positioning here from the T's. Got all the map control. Working for it. Are they going to see shoxy just going for it again? Looks like he wants to. He might just get flashed over there, and he's going to go straight in. Eliminated this time, so there you go. There's the first big difference for his team, as they lose him on the entries. And that's the confidence there for you as well. shox has an unlimited resource of confidence. But this time it just wasn't good enough. 5 rifles for GPlay. They've played so well without the AWP in this matchup. Oh, SmithZz is going to go in with the AWP close range. I guess we know what that means. Thank you, GoTV. You are the best.
Okay, so that was the fastest frags I've ever seen. Don't know about you, Dan.
Speed hack.
Alright.
Alright.
This could be the last round here.
Okay, so 15-13, match point here for Envy. They've had a really rough game against GPlay so far. Literally, they've put up quite a fight, but in comes the AWP and the M4s here for GPlay to save the day. Do have the regular, once again, timings. Getting up to cat around 120 here for Envy. Not really messing around, not really dilly-dallying at all. They do have a good chunk of grenades left too. And shox is their own cat as usual with kioShiMa. The 2 main fraggers. You want your first and second fragger going on there. And they are going to go for the push. The upper bubble is actually looking through from the slope area towards cat. So he does get 1 frag as they go in, but he's going to get challenged again as they make their way up. Oh, misses the second shot. SmithZz gets the better of him. And that is a really big deal right now. NBK locking down the flank too. It's looking worse and worse for GPlay. The Bulgarian players are going to be scrambling to try to find a way to attack onto this bomb site right now. They've got Viktor coming up from long. They have Dreamer from CD Spawn. He's going to go down. Viktor falls as well. And there you go. 16-13. Envy will take it in the end. But got to give it to GPlay. Not awarding them the win or something. But got to give it just for such a great display. Counter-Strike from them. And for some awesome talent arising out of Bulgaria. That can do that to Envy. Really, that's really cool.
Yeah, that was a great effort from the Bulgarian side. And what's great is because it gave people such a scare, all the people, that 94% of people putting their skins on Envy, it will make them sit up and pay attention to GPlay now. And I think they've definitely gained a lot more respect from that best of 3. So congratulations to them. They've won even in defeat, in my opinion.
Definitely.